The name of my new record is Mental Illness. A friend of mine was asking me what my new record was about. And I said, it's my usual songs about mental illness. And they said, well, you should call it Mental Illness, which was meant as a joke. But once they said it, it was so perverse, but also accurate that I really could not consider anything else.
Life is good. You look around and think I'm in the...
There's 2 or 3 songs who were written about someone that I knew who was bipolar, and there's also songs about someone who I knew that had possibly is on the spectrum of sociopath. People who are crazier, present company included, are just bigger puzzles to solve, and I like a good puzzle. 1, 2, 3. I tried to keep this record really acoustic, which is, it's hard because when you're in the studio, it's it's kind of irresistible to want to keep adding instruments because that's just fun. But by and large, it's pretty stripped down and acoustic. In the beginning, my producer Paul Bryan and I had talked about having strings on a couple of songs. Once I started hearing the string arrangements, I definitely wanted to have more. It's also just exciting to record and have real strings, like a real string session. I was listening to a lot of easy listening records from the 70s where they would have these banks of very soft ooze, and I really liked that. Like, maybe the starkness of just one acoustic guitar, but a multiplicity of diaphanous ooze. So that's kind of an approach that blends in with the strings and throughout the record. Paul's arrangements were really beautiful. So one of the people who plays on the record is Jonathan Coulton. He is an internet famous, nerd-centric songwriter, but he's really great. I know that description does not sound great. And actually my record label, Super Ego, is putting out his new record at about the same time as mine. So the first song on the record, Goose Snow Cone, I was on tour in Ireland, and it was snowing and cold and depressing outside. And I saw on Instagram a picture of my cat friend Goose. His little face looked like a white snowball. Just looking at her face made me feel very homesick, and so then the song kind of morphed into this musing on feeling lonely and homesick. And then I thought, well, can I really, nobody's gonna know what Goose Snow Cone means. And I tried to change it, but I didn't know, I couldn't figure out something to change it to, and I just thought, I'm letting it stand. Just thinking about this record, I'm like, yep, that is as sad and depressing as I intended. Yep, that is also very sad and depressing. Music to me is such an intimate, somebody's talking to you in this very intimate way. And I want to feel that person could possibly understand, complicated feelings that I have. And I want people who listen to my stuff to feel that way about me, that I could be somebody who would understand their complicated feelings.
Into the face on the goose snow cone.